Hello. The growth of the arts and crafts movement in the second half of the 19th century was reflected in the appearance of dedicated periodicals to meet a demand from amateurs as well as professional artists, designers, craftspeople and interior decorators, and in the formation of regional and national art and crafts societies, inspired by ideals of community and fellowship, in many ways similar to medieval guilds. Arguably, the most influential journal promoting arts and crafts was The Studio, an illustrated magazine of fine and applied art begun by Derby-born journalist and artist Charles Ashbee in 1893 and published monthly until 1964. The cover of the first edition was designed by Aubrey Beardsley. Among the first of many societies aimed at bringing artists, designers and craftspeople together was the Century Guild of Artists, founded in 1882 as a commercial venture by architect and designer Arthur Haygate McMurdo, who had travelled in Europe with John Ruskin, along with Herbert Horn, textile designer and writer, and Selwyn Image, a former curate who had studied with Ruskin. Their journal, The Hobby Horse, was published quarterly from 1884 to 1894 on handmade paper. The more important Art Workers Guild was founded in 1884 by a group of architects, sculptors, artists and designers and is still active. The Arts and Crafts Exhibition Society developed out of the Art Workers Guild in 1887, specifically to organise showcases in which examples of the decorative and applied arts were shown alongside fine art. Originally to be called the Combined Arts Society, T.J. Cobden Sanderson suggested the Arts and Crafts Exhibition Society as an alternative, and the popular label that came to define a movement stuck. Architect, designer and enthusiastic promoter of the arts and crafts aesthetic, Charles Ashbee, was the main mover behind a guild and school of handicraft in Whitechapel, London in 1888. This covered bowl is an example of an Ashbee design, as is this sporting cup. The Whitechapel School closed in 1895, with the guild moving to Chipping Campden in the Cotswolds in 1902, where it focused mainly on furniture, metalwork and jewellery. As a craft cooperative run on democratic lines, the guild was something of a social experiment. Struggling to compete commercially, the guild disbanded in 1907, with some members continuing independently. An exhibition of goods produced by the Guild can be seen at the Court Barn Museum of Craft and Design in Chipping Campden. There were high-minded ideals behind many arts and crafts societies. The Newlyn Industrial Class began in the 1880s, run by a group of artists who had settled in the Cornish fishing village with the aim of teaching handicrafts and keeping fisher folk constructively occupied, less reliant on unpredictable catches and out of mischief when the weather prevented putting out to sea. Master craftsman John Pearson, a founder member of Charles Ashbee's Guild of Handicraft, was invited to teach. Under his guidance, between 1892 and 1899, the Newlyn class gained a reputation for embossed copper and metalwork which was sold locally and in prestigious retail outlets such as Liberty of London. Pearson had worked with potter William de Morgan, and his influence can be seen in Newlyn designs, typically featuring galleons, fish, birds and fantastic beasts. Highly sought after today, example of the Newlyn class's output can be seen in Newlyn Art Gallery and Penley House Gallery and Museum. This 1908 painting by Stanhope Forbes, a founding member of the Newlyn School of Artists, shows a trainee at Newlyn with instructor John Drew Mackenzie. Keswick School of Industrial Art, an evening class founded in the Lake District town in 1884 by local vicar Canon Hardwick Rawnsley and his wife Edith, at a time of high unemployment, also became associated with high quality arts and crafts and metalwork, operating until 1984. This design is by Herbert Marion, who became the school's first art director, a post he held for 20 years. This is a Rawnsley shield made at the school and competed for annually by the Cumberland Association of Bell Ringers from 1885 until 1939. Regional associations of craftspeople included, in the Midlands, the Bromsgrove Guild of Applied Arts, founded by sculptor Walter Gilbert in 1890 and active in various forms until 1966, best known for the gates and railings at Buckingham Palace and Liverpool's Liver Birds, and Birmingham Guild of Handicraft, whose motto, adapted from that of the Worshipful Company of Blacksmiths, was "By hammer and hand." Next time, the innovative printer and typographer Emery Walker, who had advised on the design of the Hobby Horse magazine and on William Morris's last major project, the Kelmscott Press. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.